guys, you know what time it is. If you've been living under a rock, the cinematic masterpiece that was Sonic 3 came out 1 year ago today. It was awesome and aged perfectly. Comedy 10, story 10, characters 10, movie 20. You guys gotta believe me. I walked out of the cinema wanting more Sonic movies immediately. Okay, let's start with the story. The story was really solid. I really enjoy Sonic and Shadow's character arcs, especially the part where it shows Sonic and Tom when he's knocked out, and then it cuts to Shadow holding Maria, just like Sonic did. I almost cried. I didn't, but it came close. The story was about Team Sonic traveling across the world to stop Eggman, Gerald, and Shadow from destroying the Earth. Shadow's arc is about him trying to avenge his friend Maria, but he gets redeemed at the end thanks to Sonic. Sonic's arc is about him trying to stay the same kind-hearted hero that he's been, even after literally witnessing his mother figure die. But oh boy, does he walk in this movie when Shadow messes with Tom, the biggest crime in Sonic movies, hurting Tom. Shadow did not know what he was doing when he did this. Also, Shadow is literally a complete menace in this movie. Correction, the biggest crime in the Sonic movies is nerfing Knuckles to make him look stronger. Moving on. Knuckles didn't have much of a character arc in this movie, and he really didn't need one, but he was the MVP in this movie. He saved Sonic and Tails like 3 times in this movie. He's the true hero in this movie. If he wasn't there, Sonic would have been coached by Shadow. Wouldn't have been able to do Shadow and Silver. He is the GOAT. He was the second funniest character in this movie. That's all I need for you. The next character is Dr. Eggman, no one received GOAT. The character arc was about him trying to show his care to his grandfather Gerald, who does not care about him at all. He realizes that his affection was being misled the whole time. Agent Stone has been caring for him the whole trilogy. His speech to Agent Stone was bittersweet. I almost cried. I didn't, but that speech was inserted into my brain for like a week after the movie. Yeah, that's all I have to say about the characters. Tails didn't really do much, but he was good. Sorry, Tails, you got overshadowed. Next, we have the comedy. It was pure. Eggman was carrying the comedy on his back. Knuckles, as well, was funny. Literally every word that came out of this guy's mouth was comedy gold, except for that scream that kept being used over and over. I was genuinely shocked when they gave Shadow a one-liner, but it was perfect. That's all I have to say about the comedy. The next thing I want to talk about is the action. Oh my gosh, did I lock in for this one? The first fight is pretty basic. It's just Shadow beating up a whole bunch of humans. That's it. The next fight is my third favorite, but I have no issues. Shadow versus Team Sonic was pretty intense to watch because of how dirty they did it. My bloody knuckles. It was still good. It was still good though. I loved seeing Tails getting abused by Shadow to continue the trend. The next fight is Base Sonic versus Base Shadow, which was too short for my liking, but it was not my favorite. My favorite fight though was Super Sonic versus Super Shadow. My gosh, that thing peaked cinema. Cinema has never peaked. My jaw dropped when I realized that Paramount hit Super Shadow in the trailer that I spammed daily. My mouth was open the whole fight. Sonic was just punching Shadow country to country, but my favorite part is when Shadow is talking down to Sonic while he's on his knees, and he's like, if you would have thought you cared for them, especially the one, what's his name? Tom. Then Sonic punched the life out of him, sending him to the moon. I was like, yes. I almost screamed when that happened. That's all I have to say about the action in this movie. I'll add an extra segment where I talk about the ending. Spoilers ahead for a movie that's like 4 years old, but okay. The ending starts with Sonic talking to Shadow about their trauma and stuff like that. Then Sonic gets up and does the same thing that he did to Knuckles. And then they do the greatest dab up in cinema history, and they go super. I got absolute chills. Then they fly to Gerald's ship, and yeah, it didn't happen. Back to Sonic and Shadow. Sonic and Shadow take out some robots in super cool fashion and do the post from SA2. That was awesome.
A commercial. That
Absolute
is cinema.
Then Sonic gets knocked out after being blasted by the Eclipse Cannon, causing Tails and Knuckles to go save him. Then we get Eggman's announcement to the world, where he apologizes to Agent Stone, which was so sweet. Wonder how they're gonna make him come back in the next movie, though. Then Shadow thinks of Maria in this emotional montage, and they die, big quotation marks, in the blast. After that, Team Sonic thinks about how brave Shadow and Eggman were to sacrifice their lives to save everyone. Then they race off and the credits roll. But there's one more scene. Sonic accidentally went too far and ended up in New York. What he doesn't know is that Metal Sonic has been following him and is about to shoot him when Amy Rose comes in and saves him. What an ending. So yeah, that's all. Overall, I'd give the movie a 20 out of 10. Oh yeah, Merry Christmas, by the way, and Happy New Year's. Yeah, that's it. Peace. See you guys in 2026.